Hello Databricks community. In this video clip, I would like to discuss what changes Databricks has introduced in the recent Databricks Data Engineer Associate exam. The syllabus has changed with effective from July 25th. I am displaying here the Databricks old exam guide, which was in effect till July 25. If I scroll down, you could see that it has 5 different sections. I don't say they have completely, you know, changed the syllabus. They have brought in few additional topics along with what was existing, and focus of the questions being asked, right, little bit shifted onto the newer features introduced by the Databricks. So earlier, as you could see here, the focus was on data ingestion and working with the different workflows, basically the different workloads that we built, the pipelines, jobs, and so data management and governance. Still, the focus is the same, but then, as I told, few new topics are introduced. But whatever older topics are there, they still hold good, and you can expect questions from those topics as well. So it was about Databricks Lakehouse platform in the section one, and even this will hold good now as well, which focuses on the difference between lakehouse and the data warehouse. What is Delta Lake? What are the different compute options we have? Okay, what are the different development tools we have for working with the Databricks and so on. Second section was the transformations, the processing part of the data using the Databricks. So even that holds good now. So all these are important. Next, we have the section on incremental data processing. That's where the autoloader, all those concepts come into picture. The merge into, copy into, all those, we still have it. So in case you had some touch with, Databricks and you were planning for appearing to the associate exam before July 25th, and if you couldn't do it, do not worry actually, right? With little bit of extension onto the maybe right whatever preparations you would have done earlier, you should be able to still take up this associate exam, right? The fourth one being the production pipelines. This is where concentration is on to automating the workflows. Next, we have the last one is the data governance, that is the Unity catalog part. So we still have it, but on top of what were there earlier, new topics are introduced. Let us take a look. So this is the new guide with effective from July 25th. Still here also again, you could see it's about data ingestion, it's about workloads and the workflow. It's about the pipelines, it's about the data governance and management and so. Here also 5 sections are there. And first section on the, instead of saying Databricks Lakehouse fundamentals, it is Databricks data intelligence platform. The overall understanding of what Databricks is, what that platform is built on top of, right? And what features in general we get out of this platform and so on. Next, it is about the development and ingestion, right? So what different options we have to work with Databricks, the notebooks, the local development, right? How do you bring in the data into the Databricks platform? Focus is on that, right? Databricks Connect. It's about developing your Databricks code base from your favorite IDs like VS Code and so, right? Next, autoloader also comes in here because it helps in ingesting the data, incremental data processing, right? So autoloader syntax, all that, and what different debugging options we have with the Databricks, right? So even that thing comes under development and ingestion part. So this is where I could say, right? So this is something that they are focusing now. Right? What are the different built-in tools we have from the Databricks? Fine. So next is the data processing and transformation, ELT with Spark. That was the section earlier. Now you could see that it's being replaced with data processing and transformation. This is where the concentration is on the medallion architecture. It's about how do you process your data once you bring it into the platform, right? And what are the different types of compute options you have? The job clusters, interactive clusters, the serverless clusters, right? So that thing, and I emphasize advantage of Lakeflow declarative pipelines (LDP). Right? Earlier they were being called as the DLT Delta Live Tables. Now it's being called as a LDP. Okay, Lakeflow declarative pipelines. And how do you go about writing a script for them, configuring them, and scheduling them also. Right? And your Spark thing comes over here. Okay, how do you work with your data frames? So that also they've included under data processing and the transformation part. Other new thing that we observe is uh, that is the next section, productionizing data pipelines. So under this category, it's about how do you do the version control? How do you go about deploying your project as a single bundle? Right. That's where we have the concept of Databricks asset bundles. So this in fact was the concept for the professional exam earlier, but now they brought it here, and it is opt actually. It's from the beginning, right? It's good to have this kind of CI/CD things introduced into the Databricks associate skill. Fine. So how the things were before DAB and how are the things now? So that their focus is there, and it's about the jobs and workflows. Right. So all these may not be, I could say, right, familiar to you if at all you are not working with Databricks. But anyone planning to take up the Databricks associate exam, uh, go to thing, right? To begin your preparation is taking look at the exam guide, right? And understanding what are the prerequisites and what is my current knowledge level, and how do I go about covering learning of all these concepts, right? So that's where don't okay ignore the exam guide, right? So whatever topics are mentioned here, accordingly, okay, orient your preparation, and you should be able to learn the skill as well as crack your certification. Okay, so cracking the certification may not be always okay good credibility that we may have to have, right? But learning the skill, right? So for associate level knowledge, so these are the things that are expected to be there. Fine. So next what we have here, the data governance and quality part, that is a Unity catalog. Fine. This is where you will understand the different database objects that you create and what kind of permissions the different users of the platform will have. How do you change them, right? How do you go about uh, you know sharing the data from one workspace to other workspace, right? Or from one workspace to non-workspace, non-Databricks environment, right? All those things are covered here. So just like your previous guide that was there, um, at the end of the guide, a couple of questions are there. Not many, five sample questions. You can take a look at them, and then you can start preparing for the exam. So we will start the series of the sessions, uh, focusing on the syllabus for the associate exam. Okay, I had started for the associate exam earlier, but then, right, due to some reasons, I couldn't continue it, and by then the syllabus is also changed. Then that's good, right? So we will just focus on these topics, and in series of sessions, it will be covered. Thank you. Stay tuned.